Good morning, everyone. Jennifer Shumway with My Perfect Body Now Fitness Boot Camps, the home of the free 4-week boot camp and Arizona's longest running co-ed boot camp. Um, I am just really excited to share with you what is going on right here behind me. Many of you have had personal relationships, outside of boot camp with me where we talk after class and you open up and you share so much about your frustrations with not being able to have flatter abs, more energy, clearer skin, healthy hair, and looking for just simplest things like a little bit more of a leaner look with your muscular build. Not don't want to look bulky. Um, Suffering from brain fog, and you want to have a better workout. You want to have more stamina. Increased libido for women that are going through menopause, things like that. And when you hear the same concerns over and over and over again, and you yourself struggle with some of those yourself because you're, running a boot camp like I do, and you just kind of beating yourself up and you're not seeing some of the results that you really want to see, you want to get to the end of the bottom, want to get to the bottom line and get to the, answers and find out what you need to do. So I just thought I would share that with most of you that, if you're like, I'm just going to use me for an example. I run an intense fitness boot camp. I do it 3 times a day. I've been doing it for almost 11 years. And if you're not eating right, if you're not getting enough nutrients, or you're eating too fast, or you have too much stress, you're not getting enough sleep, which is some of the things that I battle with, you're going to not see the results that you want to see. So for a large portion of the time I've been running this boot camp, I have really had no problems, been able to maintain the weight that I started boot camp right after I dropped the weight in the very beginning. But I put on a lot of lean muscle, and I have a lot of stamina, a lot of energy as far as my performance when I'm working out. But I'm a typical woman. I always think that I'm, 10 pounds. I have 10 pounds to lose. I have 10 pounds to lose. I'm never satisfied. So, that's probably never going to change. Even when I get to my goal weight, I'll probably still be picking on myself. But in the day to day, I was very happy and satisfied with my, overall performance, my life and everything. But what would happen is I'd crash at home and fall asleep and be so tired, and my quality life at home wasn't good enough. And I'd be sitting there with my husband and just passing out on the couch and falling asleep. And I really wanted to get to the bottom of that. And so I've been really searching for some answers to those problems. And, my expertise is fitness training. It's not been nutrition. So, I've studied, gosh, the fitness part of things. I remember being a teenager, very young girl, and being like 11 years old doing sit-ups in my bed. And I worked at a bakery when I was 14, and I'd eat a donut and I'd squat. And when I moved into a house, at the bottom of a mountain, and I was 9, I just wanted to run up that mountain. And I danced in my living room for hours on end. So I've always had this built into me to be active and dancing and running and sprinting. If I saw an open field, I just wanted to run in it. But if you knew me, like, from an early on age, my mom, she was just like, you're gonna be a diabetic. You like sugar way too much, you're gonna go blind, or you're gonna, lose your toes. I literally planned to go blind because I love sugar that much. I was like, I'm not giving up sugar, so I'm just gonna go blind. So I studied Helen Keller as a as a role model because I'm gonna eat sugar. The only challenge is that it's really keeping me from being satisfied and getting the most out of my workouts. And so I've studied a lot of different nutritionists too over the years. But just recently, I found somebody I really like. Her name's Danette, and I get nothing out of promoting her. Just want to make sure that I give her credit so that, there's no issue. I just really liked her product, and you can download it yourself. It was $7. They have those promotions where if you buy this for 7, and then they want you to buy the next thing for 9, and the next thing for $25, and then they want you to buy all these other people's products for $4.95 shipping and stuff. And you can really rack up a lot of money if you're not careful. So I caution you, just, start with one thing. Don't take on more than you can handle. You know, Come to boot camp. It's free for 4 weeks if you're new. It says the deadline to start was today, but start Monday and use up the rest of the 4 weeks that's left, which is 3 weeks. If you've been gone for a while, just come back. There is no deadline for the returning members to come back. You already know me, you already know the routine of the program. I'll prorate it for you so that you can come back if you want to do a year. The year starts Monday. It would be $594 for a year, or the 12 weeks would be 11 weeks, and we'll just prorate it for you, or 4 weeks. Whatever you need to do, come back at your old rate, and let's get you started. And then the nutrition end of it, I'm just going to do her detox because, it's important that you know that you can have setbacks in life. And I'm learning that trials in my life are important. They help to humble me. They help me to be more teachable. They help me to search for answers. And I really love that I was able to find so much clarity and energy in the last 2 days of just eating this woman's detox drinks that I just added one a day. And it's because I wasn't getting enough vegetables and enough nutrients in my diet. I didn't realize how depleted I was of those things. What's really interesting is I had all these things in my house and I was actually eating a lot of this stuff, but I also was having a lot of the processed things and the sugar. And so, I was having too much wheat, things like that. And so I'm really excited that I'm proud of myself that I had a lot of this in my cupboards, but this is her list of things that you need. So you've got the cacao powder, you've got your refined coconut oil, berries, I chose blueberries, and I've got blackberries in the fridge, pineapple, 2 bananas, 2 lemons, some lime, 3 cucumbers, a mango and a pear, mint leaves, needed to pick that up. I was out of ginger root, spinach and kale and parsley, 2 avocados, apple cider vinegar. I was running a little low, so I picked up some more. I did never have this before, but this is a probiotic. It's called kefir. The guy recommended this flavor, I guess. I don't know. It's a probiotic. Coconut water, coconut milk. I think this is optional. Distilled water, chia seeds, quinoa, and hemp seeds. So, and then some cumin and red pepper flakes. I don't know. I think that's in my cupboard too. But that's the grocery store list. And I'm just going to embark on the journey if anybody wants to join me. And the reason why I'm doing this is I want to lead by example. I'm so tired of saying I'm tired. I'm so tired of falling asleep on my husband and, my kids when we're having a movie night or something. I just looking for that, that next step, that next level. And I'm hoping that you'll all join me with that. And if you haven't heard, Channel 3 News is going to be at our boot camp. And I don't know, I'm just so humbled by this. I'm really excited. I love what I do. My boot camps changed my life. I am not kidding you. I am a completely different person than I was when I started these boot camps 11 years ago. I just am so excited to share with Arizona, number one, that you can work out outside even when it's 23-degree weather or 118-degree weather. Granted, right now it is a sauna-like feeling, but you know what? I love my skin is so clear because I'm just sweating all out those impurities. And I don't have acne, I shower, so that probably helps, but I'm really am excited to share with Arizona that we can work out outside and you can do it with a group of people. You can make friends. These people in my boot camp, they make friends and they become best friends. They become friends for life. And they are so much fun to be around. And it's so interesting. I had a guy the other day who just started. He's a great guy. And he's just like, I love this boot camp. It just fits me exactly. I don't feel you're pressuring me and putting all this, I've got to do it, with everybody else, but I want to keep up with everyone else. And, your warm-ups, it's just so simple and quick. And it just gets me going, gets all my heart rate pumping. And it made me feel really good to hear those things. I like your guys' feedback. It gives me more wind in my sails to bring it more, to make your workout better and provide you the best service I possibly can. That is my aim and my goal. And I get to be surrounded by everybody that you guys, you're just amazing. Um, and people, you can join this and you can be a part of it, and just being around high energy people, it's going to change your life. It just does. And moving is so important. And I hope that somebody that's kind of like sitting on the fence, just call me. I've talked to several people this morning that, want to come back. And I'm so glad that they called. I would be so happy to hear from you. And, you know, sometimes people are like, oh, she was rude back then, or she said she's mad at me about something because, I left her boot camp and I didn't finish the free 4 weeks, or, I never told her thank you or whatever. I am just not that kind of person. I would just be thrilled to see you. It doesn't matter who you are, just come back and let's just get started on the journey, and start on the journey with me on the thing that's, not something I've really ever done before. I've really enjoyed the drinks so far that I've drank, so I'm looking forward to the next 3 days of a detox, and I'll be sharing that journey with you, and looking to see that vitality that I'm looking for, and I'm sure all of you too. I'm happy to feel more energized. So, have a great weekend and get to boot camp. Bye.